Not because it was trending, not because someone told me to, but because my soul was born to rise, even when no one believed I could. I needed the world's permission, not because it was trending, not because someone told me to, but because some dreams are written before the stars even learn to shine. Some roads belong to a traveler before his feet ever touch the ground. I stood in the desert wind, where every grain of sand remembers a story, where the sky is wide enough to swallow every fear, and yet gentle enough to echo a whisper of hope. They asked me, "What keeps you moving?" And I replied, "My soul does not know how to stay still. A heart like mine is born galloping, like a horse running free, long before the saddle, long before the rider, long before the world knows its name. In the stillness of dawn, I learned the difference between living and being alive. Living is breathing, but being alive means chasing the horizon, even when it keeps running away from you. I needed the world's permission, not to follow, but to lead, not to imitate, but to create, not to echo, but to roar. And when I finally understood myself, I stopped waiting for approval. I stopped waiting for applause. I stopped waiting for a sign. I realized the sign was always inside me. Its name was courage. The desert teaches you this. Silence has a voice, stronger than thunder. Emptiness has a weight, heavier than gold. And distance. Distance creates either fear or freedom, depending on the heart that carries it. I chose freedom. I chose the wind. I chose the kind of dreams that make your heart beat louder than your doubts. People talk. They always will. Some will say you're too much. Some will say you're not enough. Some will say you've changed. But only the brave will say, "You grew." I grew, not like a tree, rooted in one place forever, but like a falcon, learning the shape of the sky with every new flight. And somewhere between my first fall and my 1,000th rise, I learned that the world belongs not to the strongest, not to the fastest, but to the one who refuses to stop. I needed the world's permission, yes, but only until I understood that real strength is quiet, real purpose is patient, real destiny is stubborn. I have seen nights so dark, they swallowed my hope whole. I have seen mornings so bright, they resurrected everything I thought was gone. This is how life is, a cycle of falling stars and rising suns, a dance between wounds and wisdom. In the vast desert of dreams, I found my truth. You don't choose greatness. Greatness chooses you, and then it tests if you're worthy of carrying it. I carried it through storms that tried to strip my name from the history of my own heart, through winds that clawed at my resolve, trying to bend it until it snapped. But it didn't snap. It never snaps. Not when your spirit is forged from the fire of purpose. I walked into fear, not because I was fearless, but because I trusted that courage would meet me halfway. And it did. They tell you to stay humble, and yes, humility is a crown worn by the wise, but they forget to tell you that humility also means refusing to let your dreams die. Quietly, so I roared. I rose. I ran toward the horizon with the speed of a heartbeat and the certainty of faith. I needed the world's permission, but now the world waits for mine. The falcons call me brother, the horses call me wind, the desert calls me sun, because I was shaped not by luxury, but by longing, not by fame, but by fire, not by applause, but by prayer. Every time I doubted myself, God whispered, "You were made for more." Every time I fell, the earth whispered, "Stand again." Every time I succeeded, the sky whispered, "Look higher." My journey taught me this: a man becomes a leader, not when he reaches the top, but when he knows how to rise from the ground with grace. And so I kept rising, higher than my fears, higher than expectations, higher than the limits I once believed were real. Today, when I speak, I do not speak to impress the world. I speak to awaken the fire inside those who forgot they were born from greatness. I speak to the hearts that are tired, yet still beating, to the souls that are wounded, yet still wandering, to the dreamers who have forgotten the sound of their own destiny. Listen, you are more than what you fear. You are bigger than what you lost. You are stronger than what broke you. And you are destined for more than what you settle for. I needed the world's permission, but you only need your own. Walk into your future with the confidence of a falcon spreading its wings. Walk into your purpose with the certainty of a rider mounting his horse. Walk into your destiny with the pride of a desert-born soul who knows the value of every step, because your journey is not made of footsteps. It is made of decisions, bold ones, brave ones, beautiful ones. And when the world asks you who gave you permission, tell them, my soul did.